Surprise! Hello, Flipper fans. How is it going out there? Welcome to Flawless Rage 2 and welcome to House Flipper 2. Thought I'd do a stream tonight, felt like it, and have decided to carry on with the radio station and recording recording rooms at my latest build. So I thought I'd do that. See, I want to get a wrestling stream in, so I'm thinking about doing that. Maybe, I normally stream on a Thursday if I feel up to it, and so I'm thinking maybe I should do that this week because I've got some really cool characters I'd like to show you guys. So that's why I'm here tonight, to do some more to this. So we're not going to fuck around. We're going to get straight into it. We do have a talking point in a little bit, so we'll get on to that in just a little while, which is music related actually. Okay, so we have started to decorate this place. It looks really, really good. And we've got the radio stations almost set up. This one is Pop Radio. And inside here you've got a picture of the man, the legend himself, Mr. Michael Joseph Jackson. A nice picture there of a record. We've got some records there to play. Open reel player. A couple of tape decks. Headset with microphone and a mixing deck there. Some records on the wall, looks really good, and there's the frequency as well, 11.4 FM, so that's cool. I don't actually know what 11.4 FM is, if it is anything. Next to it we got Rock Radio, which we've just done the room. We haven't actually put anything in here yet, but I've tried to do it like theme it for each one, and over here is 80s Radio, so that one's going to be that. I also have done a little bit of work in the upstairs department of this place, where this one is going to be a recording studio. I need to put another door in there though, so I can, separate the recording side from the side where the controls are. But if we go in here, I've done this one and kitted it out. There it is. There's the recording studio. That looks fucking amazing. I really like how I've done that. So you've got your recording decks there, you've got your open reel players to, they look like they're roughly going about 15 inches per second, don't they? So I've got your open reel players there to do the recordings and the playback and the mixing to make the master tape. So that's pretty damn cool. If we go over here into this one, you'll see that sort of like this is where the actual bands will come in and play. And also you can see there, that is Studio One. I just got to do the ceilings in here, but we're not too fussed about that at the moment. Also, we've got a red light up there to say everything's being recorded. So that is pretty cool. So we'll go down here and out. And I've expanded up here as well because I need to paint that and put the name of the place on it. So we're going to start doing that tonight. We're actually going to paint a little bit of the outside here tonight to kick it off. And also I just want to check what room I have at the back, because I might build, I've got somewhere along here I've got to put a bed and bathroom and stuff, so I need to think about that. But what we're going to do is we'll move this bin out of the way, and I guess we'll start doing a little bit of painting. So it's going to be clean, and we're going to go just for a white. I'll get a couple of tins of that. And we'll just start. We'll just do it. So there we go. I hope your day's been okay today. 3rd of February 2026. It's been fucking cold here today. I don't know what the weather's been like where you are, but yeah, it's been really cold here today, so I don't know if that's sort of like, a foreshadowing a fucking cold snap or something, but yeah, the weather has been absolutely fucking atrocious today. Now, I don't know if any of the crew will come in. If they do, awesome. Be lovely to have them in here. Oh, one of the crew is here. Mr. Boston Tea Party is in the house. Hello, my brother. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all good. Amazing to see ya. Excellent stuff. Boston's in, guys. Go sub to his channel. Show some love. Right. Okay. So we're just going to paint the outside of this, and I might try and get the thing, you know. Boston says, I'm good, just tired. How about you? I'm all right. I'm not too bad, actually. Yeah, been a pretty good day, really. Tomorrow's going to be, you know, another good day. I've been quite busy today. I've done... I did a bit on GTA today. Did some more fire truck missions, forklift and all that stuff, and did me car wash. And I also did... what else have I done today? Oh yeah, sorted my wife's laptop out for her, installed Windows 10 on it today. She needed, hers is a Windows 10 laptop, and her hard drive was not the best in it, so I thought, right, fuck it. So I got another hard drive for it, chucked it in, and did a complete installation for it, and she's really happy with it, so, you know, that's excellent. Have you stopped and wondered how the cat gets stuck on the roof in that game? Do you know what? I have. And at the end of the day, you'd think about it, the cat got up there, it could get its fucking self down. Yeah, I do wonder that sometimes. I'm like, where the fucking hell is this cat? But yeah, hey, uncontrollable pussy, right? What can you say? So there you have it, but yeah. Right, come on, I need this to be, behave its fucking self tonight. Because we might grab a ladder in a little bit and start writing the name. So yeah, the rooms inside are, you know, they're kitted out, but... Indeed it is, my brother, indeed it is. I mean, I know I've said I wasn't going to stream GTA, but I honestly have been toying with the idea. But I really don't know. Something I don't really want to stream anymore, but I've thought about it and thought, you know what, this could make a good stream, you know, having these missions and stuff, but I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no, but I'll think about it. But like I said to this one, I don't normally stream on a Tuesday. I tend to try and stay away on a Tuesday, but tonight's a little bit different because I wanted to stream this tonight because I want to do a wrestling stream on Thursday this week, because I keep saying I'm going to do one and never fucking do, and it's like I need to deliver on that. And so I've decided that I'm going to do one this week and show my new ladies who I got there off and make some cool matches and stuff. Do like a 4 or 5 match card, something like that. So that's pretty good. So yeah, just got to paint around, and you know, I mean, there's still some crap to pick up outside here, but you've got your staircase there, and I mean, really, I should take that window out and brick that shit up. Do you know what? I think we may actually do that now. And let's get rid of this crap as well, because there's fucking flies or whatever. And I know no one's going to go in here, but I'm going to clean it still. It's just a dead space, because I completely rerouted the stairs. You know what? In here, we could put some bathroom stuff to stop Bilo, couldn't we? And then brick it up and no one will know it's there. Let's do it. Fuck it. Right, little shower. I'm not going to do anything special here. Right, little shower's in. Cool. Sink. Doesn't really matter. No one's going to see it, so I'm not too fussed about the colour. Sink. Toilet. Right, and can we fit a little bed in there? We can. Right. Now we can brick that up and no one will see it. Boston says, do you think that's coincidental? I told one of my cat rescue stories and now it's in GTA. I think Rockstar watched your stream. Well, if they do, hurry up and fucking deliver GTA 6, will you please? And make it a decent price for people who haven't got a lot of money. You're going to sell millions of copies of it in the first 24 hours anyway, just like you did with GTA 5. And also, make your car prices and bike prices cheaper. And, you know, shark card prices as well, make them a bit more fucking reasonable. There's people out there who want to play your game, but it's quite expensive to do so. There we go. No one will know us there, and that should hopefully stop Bilo. I'm not cleaning that, fuck it. I'm just gonna paint over the bastard. Right, on to the talking point tonight, I think. So, over here in the UK, I've spoken about this programme before, and I've spoken about this topic a couple of times as well. Over here in the UK, in the morning, we have a programme called Good Morning Britain, right? Let's hope so, brother, let's hope so. So there's a show over here in the mornings, every morning, which is called Good Morning Britain, and they have different topics on there and stuff, and talk about shit that nobody cares. For instance, that Lewis Hamilton is dating Kim Kardashian. Who gives a fuck, right? It doesn't matter. Let him tap that ass as much as he wants. It doesn't really fucking matter, right? It's not really news. It's someone's relationship, and why is it news? They might be public eye figures, but they're still people at the end of the day. And that brings me on to the talking point, really. People who are in the public eye, or have been in the public eye, who are still human beings at the end of the day, who have proven themselves time and time again, and yet every single time the shit gets dug up about them. I'm talking about the one and only Mr. Michael Jackson, who I am a huge fan of. Have been a fan of him ever since I was a kid. Yes, I love my rock and I love my metal so much, I really do. But I'm also a lifelong MJ fan. People who watch the channel regularly know this. So this morning on Good Morning Britain, they had Michael Jackson's spiritual advisor on there, right? And sort of like, how did Michael really feel, and did he know that sort of like he was, you know, did he know that sort of like he was a child molester and stuff? Let's just base a few things here. Michael Jackson was not a child molester, okay? There are things that people need to realise about this. They bring up the Gavin Arvizo thing, okay? They bring up the Gavin Arvizo thing. Now, that was in the Bashir documentary, and he was told to put his head on Michael's shoulder by the crew or Bashir, right? Martin Bashir is the scum of the fucking earth, by the way. And, you know, people over the years have tried to bring him down. People over the years have tried to bring Michael down all the time. It's relentless. They never stop. The bigger the star, the bigger the target. I've said it before. But when sort of like, you know, they're targeting somebody who is not here to defend themselves, and who has defended themselves even when they were here, multiple fucking times, they still won't leave him alone. Okay? Now, they're only doing this because the film's coming out. The Michael Jackson biopic is coming out this year in April. So we're getting closer and closer each day to it. And they're basically the whole time just sort of like, he's done this, he's done that. I've defended Michael Jackson on this channel so many times and will continue to fucking do so. Okay? There is no reason to say things about him anymore. It's all been said, it's all been proven. He is not a child molester. I'm not saying that just because I'm a fan. I truly believe it. Okay? They were talking about when he had the trial in, I think it was like 2001. They were talking about it when he had the trial. Now, why do you even need to bring that shit up? Okay, he was acquitted on all charges. Acquitted means he did nothing wrong. Right? Now, the sad fact of it is, though, that they're never going to leave the guy alone. You know, everybody out there will do anything to try and tarnish the reputation, the legacy of Michael Jackson. But guess what? They may as well give up because they're never going to win. Michael Jackson fans, me being one of them, when it comes to defending him, are relentless. I don't just like the music, I like the man himself. He was an absolute fucking legend with a heart of gold. He used to donate to charities, but no one ever spoke about that, did they? Only the bad stuff in the press. Only desperate fuckers who wanted money, you know, would say something. And if it's a story where sort of like, oh, he's done this, the news are right on it. There, and I've quoted this before as well, there is a Michael Jackson song on the History album called Money. And one of the lines that MJ sings on it is, just because you read it in the magazines or see it on a TV screen, don't make it factual. How right is that? There are so many people, celebrities, targeted, you know, because people are either jealous of their fame and want to be them, you know. Now, people are saying, oh, well, why did he have kids sleep in his bedroom? I've had an interview with Macaulay Culkin before, and, you know, Michael Jackson's bedroom was more like a fucking apartment in itself, okay? You know, it was absolutely massive. And they say, well, they slept in Michael Jackson's bed. I've also heard him, and like Corey Feldman as well, say, yeah, the children would sleep in the bed, Michael would sleep on the floor. Why keep targeting MJ? Why not just leave him the fuck alone and go and target somebody who should be targeted for fame that they don't deserve? People like Taylor Swift, you know, things like that. Okay, Taylor Swift fans, come at me, I don't give a fuck. You know, at the end of the day, she's all hype and no substance. You know, she releases an album, makes money off that shit, and then releases an album about fucking 3 months down the line, Taylor's version, which has got extra bonus tracks on it. Let's get one thing straight about Taylor Swift. If she wasn't a woman, and if she didn't fuck as many blokes, you know, then she wouldn't have anything to fucking sing about, because every single fucking song is a breakup song, and every single person she goes out with is a muse for the next album. But we're not here to talk about her, because she's not actually, in my view, a celebrity. She's, you know, we're here to talk about Michael Jackson. So I truly do believe, and I always will believe, that Michael Jackson is innocent, because he is. I don't think that people should keep targeting him anymore. It's been done. It's getting old now. It's getting boring now. Stop it. You know? It's only because the movie's coming out and they want to try and tarnish the reputation. Fuck me. A couple of years ago, MJ the Musical started opening in London. Boston says, let's just hope this sap she married isn't just another record label. More than likely, brother. More than likely. She's all crap and no substance. She really is. You know. Don't get me wrong. Some of her music, some of the actual melodies of her music are really, you know, really catchy and stuff. I used to own a couple of Taylor Swift records. I'll put my hand up and say it. Only because maybe I liked one song. I don't have them anymore. I've realised what crap it is. You know, it's sort of like, her music is sort of like, you know, we got together, we were happy. Believe it or not, I am only 3 miles from our beach house. What beach house? Whose beach house? You have a beach house? You know. It's just, you know, it's just completely wrong. It's no substance music. It really is. Michael Jackson, though, is substance music. Michael Jackson wrote music about different things he cared about. Heal the World is literally about the environment. Man in the Mirror is about sort of like, you might feel like this. Hers, fucking autocorrect. She owns like a mansion and Watch Hill, Rhode Island. Oh shit, okay. You know, but like I've said, the bigger the star, the bigger the target. And I will admit one thing for Taylor, right? I will say one thing. Years ago with the Kanye thing at the Grammys, what the fuck was that all about? He can't fucking make a fucking tune. I'm glad that Lewis Hamilton is going out with his ex-missus. Maybe he can bang her better than he fucking did. Fucking hell. What's the fucking... It's just ridiculous. You know, the music industry now is fucked. It's mostly auto-tune. You know, you've got fucking things like that fucking stupid Bruno Mars song with fucking that chick from Blackpink, that Apatabadoo. I'm sorry, are they song lyrics? It's Apatabadoo, song fucking lyrics. What the? It sounds like a baby trying to fucking speak. Boston says it's been that way since the 90s. Very little good music. Yes. Yeah, there are I gravitate to rock and I gravitate to heavy metal, you know, and well, all kinds of metal really. I'm not a big fan of black metal. It's just a bit too much. But you know, I gravitate to that. But if I was to have a go-to, you said to me, pick 3 artists in the world to listen to and don't listen to anyone else, I'm picking Michael Jackson, I'm picking Ozzy Osbourne, and I'm picking the true queen of rock and roll, Pat Benatar. That is who I'm choosing. I'm not choosing anyone else, okay? But we're here, you know, let's finish this talking point up. Michael Jackson's innocent. Stop bringing him up every time there's something in the press about him, or like there's a movie coming out about him or something. Why fucking do it? Look at the response there was when he died. Look at the people online who are collectors of Michael Jackson, me being one of them. You know, look at sort of like, you know, you will never tarnish his legacy, no matter how much you fucking try. And remember, they might be grown now and doing their own thing, but he's got 3 children. And they have to sit there and listen to this shit about their dad, who passed away in 2009, you know, and they have to listen to all of this crap that comes out about him. And there they are, Prince. He does things like Thriller Nights and Heal Los Angeles, carry on his dad's legacy. You know, Thriller Nights is sort of like to raise money for Heal Los Angeles. And it's all Michael Jackson based. And there are other Michael Jackson YouTubers out there. MJ Fangirl is one of the best ones. You know, she has such good information on her channel about him and stuff. She is really, really good. But why keep bringing up the one person, you know? Boston says, if I could only pick 3, like you, my brother, one would be Michael Jackson, second Johnny Cash, and the third, obviously, you know, Celine Dion. Johnny Cash, an absolute legend in the country world, truly is. He's up there with the greatest. He's up there with Dolly. He's up there with, you know, Kenny Rogers. He's up there, you know, he's really, really, you know, Johnny Cash is an absolute fucking legend. He truly is. And Celine Dion, wow. What a voice that woman has on her. Jesus Christ, she is absolutely fucking amazing. You know, my sister, when I was growing up, my sister used to play Celine Dion albums. She loved Celine Dion. She also liked Michael Bolton, but we'll leave that for another time. But she used to play Celine Dion albums and play it all the time. And just that vocal range, you know, hitting them notes and stuff. Incredible. Got a lot of respect for Celine. A hell of a lot of respect for her. But yeah, when it comes to music, when it comes to Michael Jackson, shut the fuck up, leave him alone. He ain't done nothing wrong. Fucking, you know, the FBI have, you know, surprise raided completely out of the blue Neverland a handful of times, searched through everything, turned it over 1,000,001 times and found nothing. Okay? So just because he was a little eccentric, he could buy what he wanted to. Yes, he got into debt through it, but he could buy what he wanted to. So what? Don't you buy what you want to? He had, you know, he's got millions of fans worldwide. He's, you know, he had children over because he wanted to play. He, from the age of 5, he was performing. His dad pushed him and pushed him and pushed him, and his brothers, and became the Jackson 5, one of the greatest bands in the world. You know, he didn't have a childhood. Why can't people open their fucking eyes and realise that? He did not have a childhood. So, in later life, he created his own world behind the gates of Neverland, with a zoo, with a theme park, with a train station, with a train that rode round and stuff. You know, going on rides, go-karts, anything like that. Because he was so big and so popular, he couldn't go out in public, because if he did, it would be basically like a fucking mugging. He wouldn't be able to do anything. There's videos on YouTube, Michael Jackson's private home videos, they're called, and he's hosting it and showing everybody this. And he's also fucking, you know, saying sort of like, there was a supermarket they went to, and he had his own trolley and went round and shopped, and he loved it, the shopping experience. He's one of these people who could go out, like other celebrities can go out to sort of like, you know, the grocery store and get some, you know, get some food and stuff in. He couldn't do that because of the popularity. So he shut a store down, privately hired it out to go round and shop in there with some friends, people in there playing sort of like the, you know, acting the role of sort of like general public, just to have a sense of normal, you know, of normalcy in his life, a bit of normality going on there. He couldn't do it. Why do you have children stay in his room? Because of sleepovers. Children have sleepovers. He didn't have a childhood, so he's doing it later on in life. Did he molest children? Absolutely not. You know, you can hear it in interviews and stuff as well, you know, and you can hear the sincerity in his voice. Listen to the music. You know, he's wrote songs about changing yourself like Man in the Mirror. He wrote songs about hitting back at the press like Scream and Leave Me Alone and stuff like that. He's, you know, he's brought out the biggest entertainment things, and you go to any fucking 80s disco and music hits and it's Michael Jackson, people are on the dance floor. My nephew, years ago, I mean, he's like in his 30s now, but I remember his 18th birthday party, right? And he had a DJ there, and I requested Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. Now, I've been a fan of MJ since I was a kid, and I know how to do the dance moves. Can I moonwalk? Yes, I can. Let's just get that out of the way. Yes, I can moonwalk. I can do the kick. I can do the sort of like the sliding maneuvers and everything like that. Right? All of the moves that MJ can do, I've learned them, and it took me fucking ages to learn them. It ain't easy. But we requested Billie Jean. Billie Jean came on, and I basically replicated the Motown 25 performance. That room stopped. I had a circle, and I'm not even bullshitting here, I had a circle of people gathered around me and watched me do this entire performance. 2 of my sisters were there. 2 of my nephews were there. One of them also is a huge MJ fan. And I performed the entire thing exactly how it's presented on the Motown 25 performance. And at the end of that song, everyone in there who was young, who was a teenager, who, you know, I got a fucking ovation and applause at the end of that performance, what I did. I did that for my nephew that night. So don't fucking try and ruin the reputation of Michael Jackson. because it ain't happening. You want to talk shit about him? Go ahead. You're wrong. Whatever you say is fucking wrong. If you want to be a complete fucking little twat and, you know, and believe every single thing that they say on the news about him, that they say in the newspapers about him, everything they print about him, all the dirty lies, just to get a sale of a newspaper or to get people to watch a TV screen or click a video, you seriously need to reevaluate your life and you know, and sort of like your beliefs and what you truly believe in, and learn to read between the bullshit. Because slagging a man like that off, who your parents grew up listening to, you probably even liked a few songs. Do you really think that's right? I don't. And we'll leave it there. Thank you for listening to that talking point tonight. It's just one of them things that I saw this morning and really grinded on me. That's not why I'm doing the stream, but I thought that could be a good talking point. Get the message across yet again. Right. Excuse me, I need to drink the hard stuff. Water. Right. Okay. So let's continue on with this. So we're now writing the thing here. So this is going to be Flawless Radio over here, and this is going to be Flawless Studios. After this build, Boston's going to be very happy about this. The first strip club of 2026 is coming. And I already have a name for it. I'm not revealing the name yet, though. I've got to pick a pace and build the bloody thing first. Boston says, I'll order the lubricant on Amazon so I have it on hand. Good man, you know it makes sense. Right. I think we might also tart this up with a bit of neons as well. And Boston didn't see the rooms, I don't think, so I'll just pop in the inside so you can see the rooms in a minute. Okay. That should be okay. Yeah, that should work out actually. I need to make sure this is fucking the right level. Just put the I and the O in, and then I'll show Boston the rooms. Okay. There we go. Flawless Radio. While I'm here, I will just quickly chuck some neons around that. Let's go with blue, maybe? Oh, you son of a cunt. Right, hang on. Let me... Right. Okay. Bring it back a bit and start again. Right. You've been too distracted with DDLV. What's DDLV? Oh, Disney Dreamlight Valley. Gotcha. If you haven't played Disney Dreamlight Valley, check Boston's channel out. You can see a little bit of it. This man, I'll tell you, he is sort of like, you know, Boston is got to be probably the greatest Lion King fan there ever has been. Hey, it's a circle of life. I'm fucking with you there. He's probably going to be really pissed at me for that. It's done out of love, brother. It's done out of love. Right. Holy fuck, they're about level, you know. Right, bring it back again. Well, Nala does have a nice piece of ass. Well, there you go. Hey, still pussy. Right, okay. A little bit of a gap there, but we're not going to worry too much about that. Let's flip the lights on. Oh no, I've got to try and turn that bastard on, ain't I? Move the ladder again. I'll tell you, it's a lot of shuffling around this, but it's so worth it. It really is. There we go. Right. Let me now show Boston the rooms I've created. So my brother, this one is pop radio. This one is rock radio. This one is 80s radio. And yes, it still needs painting. There's still a bit of work to do. I've only done out pop radio. So you go in here and we've got a picture of MJ on the wall. A picture of a record there. Well, why not? In here we've got a couple of record players. Headset, mixing desk, some records on the wall, a clock, some records which are all a knockoff of Dark Side of the Moon, and also pop radio there. So yeah, I've just got to put a chair in here and maybe paint the ceiling. But yeah, because there's no lights. So there's still a little bit of work to do there, but that's the that room. These rooms are all themed. Rock radio, a bit of red and black. Looking pretty damn cool. 80s radio, a very 80s inspired room here for it to build in there. Obviously reception, that all needs to be painted up. Let me take you up to the recording studios, which I've kitted one out. So we'll go up here, and in here is Studio 1. Got some open reel decks there for record and make a master tape. You've got some chairs there. You've also got the entire mixing desks there, records on the wall, and there's two doors so the artist can go in one door. We've got a recording light as well to say people not to enter. And here you got your drum kit, your guitars, microphone. I might try and squeeze a keyboard in there, in you know, a little bit later on. But that's basically what I've got so far. And the other recording studio is going to be over here. Another big room there. So yeah, this has been a labour of fucking love, considering this ceiling is double layered. So, yeah, right. So we've got Flawless Radio up there. Now we need to write Flawless Records of the other one. I better just shut that door. Right. Okay, we shouldn't need to move too far for this one. We might be able to do it all in one shot. However, I might need to change the text because I don't think I'm going to be able to write the word flawless on this piece of wall. I might be able to write it on there. But records, I don't know. We could try it. Okay, let's give it a shot. Go on, letters, where the fuck are you? Alright, there we are. You can always use the rug with the text on it. Oh, that's true, yeah. Ooh, that's going to be a tight fit. That's what she said. We're changing the text. That ain't going to work. I'm going to go with the smaller text that you can get. When I can find, there it is. This one. That's quite a nice font anyway, so we'll just change it all to black. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Right. So let's write that on here. We'll have to do that a little bit lower, I feel. Maybe more centralized like there. Okay. That's going to work. It might not be completely center, but we'll let it go. We'll run with it. We could always straighten it up. Oh, I know what could go there, actually. Right, lovely. And then we do have a decoration someplace of a vinyl record. Now I don't know if that's in here or in hobbies. I might just quickly check hobbies for that. And we could put a few, or like a couple of records beside it. There it is. So we could put 1, 2, 3 down there. And then maybe closer to it. There, there, and there. That one needs facing out a little bit more. Lovely. And then we'll get some neons around that. And I think we'll go for a different colour. When we go to the right fucking ones, that is. What colour should we go for? We could do a red or a green. I think a red might look okay. Yeah, we'll start it there. Run it all the way along to about there. Then we'll come, well, we could start there actually. That'll work. And then flip that round. Got to try not to go too far. Oh, I think we might have got away with that. Fuck me, we did as well. And that was pure guesswork. Check that shit out. Right, lovely. Right, we get rid of this ladder now, finally. And take a look at the finished product there. I think that looks alright, you know. I don't think that looks too bad at all. Lovely. Right. So, at least you've got them. Now, of course, we need to decorate inside here. So, do we paper it or do we paint it? I know we've got to do that, but oh fuck, I might use a tile for that ceiling. That's massive. I'm going to worry about the walls first, though. We could go with a wacky sort of like design like that, or we could go with, I mean, something like that even. If we go into wallpaper, we could do something along these lines. I'll still say that one looks like penises, by the way. We could do The geometric one's quite nice. We could do that, but I don't know. Or we could just paint it. So there's nothing really actually music based here. Well, I think we paint it. I truly do think painting it is the way forward. Now we just got to pick a colour. Obviously, it's a radio station this side, so what would you expect to see? What colour would you expect to see inside a radio station? I mean, we've got a blue carpet. So what about something like a cool green, maybe? Let's choose a better version than that, though. That one's a bit too shitty. I don't want too bright. Maybe that. Or would that look too drab? I mean... yellow I'm not going for. I fucking hate yellow. We've got a cyan, which we've done one of the officers, actually, one of the stations, so we don't really want to go with it again. Ooh, we could do it like a coffee colour. I don't know, maybe wallpaper is the best option. Let's just go with something here. We'll keep some white in it, and what other colour? It's a conundrum, huh? Waves. Air waves. We could do something along those lines. Let's go with this one. You know, it's only got to decorate the reception area. It hasn't got to be brilliant, you know, as long as it's workable. And I do think this will work, so we're going to go with it and see how we get on. I think that'll work. Not your typical officey environment, but that's sort of like magnolia to white they are. Right. That's part of the ceiling, so that'll be painted. Yeah, I was thinking that as well, brother. I was thinking that as well. Pam, if you're out there and you're watching, I hope you're okay. I hope you're staying safe and everything. God bless you. We could go with it. I'm actually thinking that's not too bad. You just need to fill in the gaps. We've still got to put chairs behind there as well. We'll get to that in a few minutes once this bit's done. And then I suppose we better tackle this bloody ceiling. Next time I do a build, well, hang on, next time I'm going to do a build, it'll be a strip club, won't it? So I've got to think about, you know, things like that. Right, okay. Well, the paper is up. It's not looking too show. Fuck, hang on. We ain't done yet. Right, lovely. Patch the carpet up. That's all right. Why is there a window here, I hear you cry, so the receptionist can see if people come in? Right. Next up, we need to put some lights above the doors, which are just going to be little lights like, I mean, we could even use something like that if we wanted to. I think that's a bit overkill, though. So, do you know what? Let's actually go for these ones. Let's change it to RGB. Let's set it to red. Because obviously you've got to have an on-air light. There we go. And these actually really do a good job of the red. I really like these ones. There you go. So, some of the radio stations on air. Okay. Right. I'm going to tile the cunt. Fuck it. It's just so much faster. Sometimes I will paint ceilings, but this is just a good way of doing it. And I got this tip off my brother, Boston, so, you know, thanks for that tip, my brother. I appreciate that. It's saved me a bunch of time. And it looks the same anyway as when you've done it. But also it's tile, so you do get a nice reflection off there. So, yeah. Right. So, what can you expect from Thursday's wrestling stream then? Well, you can expect some new ladies, some older lady characters, plus some of your favourites there. And we're going to do some... you know, I haven't got many opportunities left to stream 2K25 and the things I've got on there because 2K26 is coming out next month. I'll be getting that and then I've got to do it all again, create everything all again. So, you know, I'm taking this opportunity to do it. I was going to do just a ladies' night, but I thought, well, no, I won't just do that. But we are going to have quite a few ladies' matches, including, and I will be putting in this, there's going to be a ladies' rumble at the end, like a battle royal, to basically determine, let's go for, say, the WWP Women's Championship. Something like that. So I'll do that. I'll have that white up there as well, I think. Go for a bit of a cleaner look. Son of a cunt bag. Right, hang on. There we go. Fixed. Right, let's get rid of all of this stuff. This is normally the point where I delete it, look at it, and realise I've missed a spot, but it's looking okay to me. Right. Lighting. You know what? Actually, let's do chairs first. Right, so we want seats. We want these ones, and office, reception. Let's do these ones. They're quite a nice sized chair for what we need. So one there, one there, one there. It's a bit of a squeeze pass, but it'll do. When you look at it like this, though, it works. Right. Now we'll put some lights up. I think I'm going to go for one with a ceiling fan. Is that too low? That's quite low. Yeah, I don't want to decapitate any fucker, so we'll put a pin in that. I mean, you could get other ones. Well, that is it's still too low, isn't it? Right. Let's go then with something like, I don't know, maybe that might be quite nice. We could put one right next to that wall there, one over here. Try and space them out. All right, brother. And then let's say one there, one there. Let's space these out as much as we can. One there, and I don't think, well, I don't know, there might be enough space. And of course we're gonna need at least one here. So let's wire this lot up. And see how it looks. If it's too bright, I'll delete the odd one. Don't actually remember how bright these lights are. So this is a good test. Right, fuck it, I'll come around this way and do it. Okay. Turn off. Fucking hell. Right, that's way too bright. So we say goodbye to you. We say goodbye to you. I think you're going to need one above there. And then we could bring this one in a bit. That's much more pleasant. I think we could put a couple of, yeah, let's put a sofa in. You get visitors at radio stations, they interview guests and shit, don't they? So that's what we need to put in there. This bloody headset keeps fucking moving. Hang on a minute. If you can hear me making adjustments, don't worry, it is my headset, I promise you. My hands are not anywhere else. Oh yeah. Right, okay. Right. Let's go with this sofa in a white. Officey furniture stuff, it's always white for some strange reason. We can't put anything else in, but we can put a sofa there. And we can put another one over here, maybe fit it in someplace like there, because we can't put it there because it'll block the door. There you go. You can sit down and look at the receptionists that we're going to have. Okay, so what's next? Let's go into pop radio here. As you see, we need to do this ceiling as well. This one's easy enough to paint, so we'll paint this one. So we'll do that now. Get the torch on so we can get a rough idea of what we're doing. And we'll just paint this one up. See, it's only a small ceiling, it won't take long at all, so I'm happy to paint this one. Okay, is that the whole ceiling? No, there's a bit there. And then we're going to need a light in here. We'll just go with a basic square one. That works. That's fine. And we need a chair. I may go with the same chairs that I got upstairs, which are these ones. Or should I go with that one? Do you know what? That might be more suitable. So there you go. I'm going to call that studio, the first one there, done. So yeah, we've got everything we need in there. So pop radio is ready to go on the air. Rock radio will be up next, and also 80s radio. Just need to check how long I've been streaming. We've just done just over an hour. Right, okay. In that case, look at it outside when it's darker. That looks awesome, doesn't it? I'm really happy about that. Okay. One thing I need to do is head up these stairs. And I just want to, you know, paint this wall up here just to get it looking right. So I'll just do a little bit more painting before we quit tonight, I think. Like I say, you don't usually get a Tuesday stream off me. You know, I'm doing three nights this week because I've done Sunday, I'm doing tonight, and then obviously we've got Thursday to go with the wrestling. I might include some pretty fucking brutal matches in it, so look out for that. Right. Lovely stuff. Fucking... Do you know what? The amount of time this game's been out, they still haven't fixed that bloody flickering. And what is it recently with this game where sort of like, you'll be doing a room and then it'll just suddenly go bloody bright? That really jars me off, that does. Presentation of the front of the place is more important than anywhere else on it. I will be painting everywhere, but you know, I just want to make it so it looks nice at the front, really. And now we've put our secret compartment in. Hopefully that'll keep Bilo away when it comes to selling it. Got a reflection of the blue light there. That's a good fucking reflection then, because it's the other side of that fucking wall. The physics aren't that great. I think we should be okay with that. And this is the same building that I used towards the end of last year when I made Flawless TV. So yeah. Now of course, while I'm up here, there is another thing we actually really should add to it. which I think we might just add, because it isn't going to take that long to do. Well, it's a radio station, so we need a mast or two to broadcast from, so I'm just going to use some basic pipe for that. I'll just paint this area here. So I'll head up to the actual roof in a minute. As high as I can go. Or is this as high as I can go? No, I can go another section. Right, okay, we'll do that fucker then. Did I paint? Yes, I did. Right, okay. Get rid of that paint. I'll be back up here at some point to put a texture down here. I don't want it left like this. So let's jump down. Head back up the ladder, all the way to the top this time. And there's our thing. The wall we just painted is down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some pipe. Just standard pipe. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we can put in... Yeah, so I think we're just going to get some standard pipe here. And we might make it black. And then I'm literally just going to put a piece of pipe in, you know, to like act as the mast on the roof. We'll put another one next to it. We've got 3 stations, so let's put 3 pipes in. Let's put one the other side. Right. Hey, Kathy, welcome. Hope you're all good. Fantastic to see ya. There we go. So they're in. And also this will have a texture put on it as well. Some sort of tile or something. Did I see the new DLC coming? What, is it for House Flipper? Because I haven't seen anything as yet. No, I haven't seen anything as yet. Is it the pets one? Because I know they should be doing pets. Right, okay. See, all around here needs to be painted up top as well, and here at the sides. But the main part of it is done. So let's take a look. And now you see you've got them masts up there. So, you know, it's called Sakura Japanese themed. Ooh, sounds interesting. I'll get me some of that. It sounds pretty damn good. So there you go, folks. I think it's time to end this stream now. But yes, we do have Flawless Radio and Flawless Records. Just because Kathy's just come in, I will show her what I've done. So we have our reception here for the radio station. We got some pop radio going on, and inside here we have a picture of the legend MJ. We have, you know, a mixing desk, couple of record players, and an open reel player. So we can broadcast some music there. Yeah, alright, not a problem. I'm back on Thursday at my usual time, around about 9:45-ish. But I will be doing some wrestling on Thursday, so there'll be a wrestling stream. Boston says, thanks for streaming and good work so far. Thank you, my brother. Here is Rock Radio. We just got to do the rooms out. 80s radio. 80s themed inside here. And I've also done, just painted the outside there. Inside here, you got these stairs. And there's a recording studio up here now. Studio 1, you've got some open reel decks to make master tapes and stuff. Mixing decks, the speakers are all there as well. And through there, the other side is your microphone drum kit and stuff. Let me take you in there and show you that. As Kathy's just come in, I'm doing this just to show her. No, I decided, I keep saying I'm going to stream wrestling and never fucking do, so I thought, well, bollocks to it. I'll do a House Flipper stream tonight, and then Thursday I'll come on and I'll do a wrestling stream. So that's looking good so far. That's, you know, thank you, Kathy. She says, looks so good. That's awesome. Yeah, it's been a labour of love doing this bloody thing so far, but let's get in there. But we'll take a shot of the neons as we quit here tonight. So I have to thank everybody who came in. Kathy and Boston, thank you so much for coming in. Pam, if you're watching this or if you're watching this in a little while, I hope you're okay. Take good care of yourself, and I hope to see you in chat real soon. Also, before I go, the usual shout outs, of course. The first one going to Mr. Boston Tea Party. Ladies and gentlemen, especially ladies, if you want to see a man whip his hose out and squirt, if you want to see a man create a mansion for you to live your bougie lifestyle, then look no further, because you need to subscribe to Mr. Boston Tea Party. And I'll tell you, if you don't subscribe to Boston or Pam, you're an idiot. Okay? He does such good work on House Flipper. Not only does he do that, but you've got him frying people in prison, chasing people and being a police officer and finding cucumbers, you know, tucked away in women's back seats, and we all know what they're doing with that, don't we? You know, you know, yeah, also Disney Dreamlight Valley, all these games he plays, and he's really good at them. So go and subscribe to my brother from another mother, Mr. Boston Tea Party. Also, go subscribe to Pam's Game TV. Now, why would you subscribe to Pam? Well, she is GTA style. Yeah, kind of, yeah. She is an artist. The builds are incredible. They're intricate. They're very, very different. She could take the smallest place and turn it into something worth way more than any buyer on House Flipper will offer. She is really good at what she does, and she's absolutely amazing at what she does, and she's a wonderful person too. Both her, Boston, and Kathy here, all very good personal friends of mine. So please go subscribe to Boston Tea Pie and Pam's Game TV right here on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys. I'm out of here now. I'll see you on Thursday for some WWP wrestling, when we'll have about 5 incredible matches. So yeah, it's all good. Much thanks to you for that, Kathy. That's awesome. Boston says thanks for the shout. You are more than welcome, my brother. And I'll see you guys later. Stay safe, have fun, be good to each other. And until Thursday, God bless you all. Cheers. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Good night, everybody. Bye.